Yeah, so that wasn't self-development.
No,
That
after
was
that, like
self-preservation.
me just talking to Lightning McQueen, that was more of self development, like knowing, hey, the people out there are not going to give me what I value.
I would say that was the beginning of your when you broke away from Lightning McQueen
Oh, see.
and we came into each other. That's when you came into a space of self development because I was able to. You were seeking, right? Like I wrote my book in 2013. My journey started in 2008. It's not just now to the point where I know exactly what the heck I'm doing, and so much so I can teach you how to do it. You know, that didn't happen until 2023. So I'm telling you things. You're like, stop trying to make me like you. Stop trying to make me like you. And I'm just like, okay, okay, okay. You know, I get it, but you're me. I see you are. I didn't name you mini me as a child because we're both light skinned. We don't look alike. I don't care what none of y'all say. You know, but
And that's maybe why they say that we're sisters, because sisters don't always have to look alike, but they resemble each other.
we're both light skinned. What? Look in the camera. I can't see without my glasses, but
We have the same nose.
you think so?
Yeah.
Let me put my glasses back on because I really can't see the detail. Yeah, we have the same nose, which is weird because I've always thought you had your dad's nose, but I
No,
see
like
you
I
have my
literally
nose
see
now.
like.
Yeah, let me see. Same chin, but you have a butt. But aside from your,
So sisters, we can resemble, but we not.
yeah, we have the same jawline.
Our eyes are different.
Yeah, you have wider eyes, and then forehead. There it goes. Boom.
Definitely sisters.
Y'all look just alike.
Right, pulling the same trick. Okay, forehead.
Yeah. All right, so focus. Your self-development started when you became open to me. So if you're wondering why your children won't allow you to speak into them, you have to become friends with their friends, and not friends with their friends, but you know, you have baggage with your children. So they're not going to be receptive to the messages you're delivering for them because you have baggage with them. But if you can go and talk to their friends instead of saying F your little friends, but you actually go talk to their friends, now your kids are watching you and be like, well, the people I like my parent, so let me give them a second chance. I know that to be true because it happened with Adoy and it happened with Angel. After I interacted with their friends, I started being able to access them. Now, it's not, you got to keep doing the work, but that is a very key piece to being able to reach your children. So don't even create a wall between you and your children's friends.
Because at that point, that's what we also experienced with Lightning McQueen, where he was just like, I got to get out here before your stepdad comes, because we don't. There's no relationship. There's no relationship. Not that anybody was acting a certain way, but there's just nothing there.
Energy's real.
Exactly.
And so, multiple points. She and I have been able, okay, boom, so you're awakening or you're moving from self-preservation to self-development. You were able to do that when you and I started working together in the Airbnbs.
So this year.
So you moved from self-preservation, but you were getting all the information, right? And you had to start picking up all these pieces so that when I would say things, you were like, well, this isn't just mom saying something. She's actually confirming something that I went and found myself. And now mom is taking something that I went and found myself and she's teaching me how to apply it. So I know that she's saying something because I heard it from an outside source. You didn't necessarily trust me, but you trusted the outside source, but the outside source wasn't giving you enough to be able to apply it. And so now I'm teaching you how to apply it. So you're like, oh, I can benefit from her. I can use her. So you saw my value, how you can use me, and I saw your value, how I can use you. By talking to you, I grow myself exponentially. And I have always seen that because I remember when you were younger, I would talk to you and you would respond to me. I was like, you're still not getting it. And I would get so frustrated because I would be able to get so deep with you and then you would respond to me like, that's not it. And that's not it. And I'd be like, man, I wish she could understand me. Because before you, I had no one to talk to. Like, before this camera, I had no one to talk to. So all this that's coming out of me has just been in me, and I had to just
mask,
hold it in. It was killing me. I literally had to, like when you said, I remember when you lost faith. That's when I put it all in and I stopped talking. And so being able to grow you to your ability to be able to converse with me is like such a gift to me. Because I'm like, my God, I finally have someone who understands me, who can give me another viewpoint and now help me ponder it to the next level. And we are literally solving life. And we're helping people solve their lives simply by sitting here talking to each other. That is the beauty of conversation. So all of us who refuse to talk to each other, who refuse to be honest with each other, who refuse to whatever, you are stopping your legacy's growth potential, which is on purpose. Those of us who like, I'd rather be alone. F them kids, I'm an empty nester. You're cutting your legacy off. 3 generations. You should be living 3 generations ahead. Begin with the end in mind. You should not be growing. Your goals should not be this lifetime. This lifetime is bullshit. Your goals should be 3 generations ahead. Her goals should be 3 generations ahead. Now we have 4 generations of transformation potential in this lifetime. When she gives birth, she raises her child to live 3 generations ahead. Now we have 5 generations of growth potential in one lifetime. And we're all putting energy into changing our trajectory 3 generations ahead, 4 generations ahead, 5 generations ahead. Whatever your number is, I say 3 because my bad behavior, now that I'm aware, is only going to 50% transfer into her. Her bad behavior, now that she's aware, is only going to transfer 50% into her child. Her child's bad behavior is only going to transfer 50%. So by our 3rd generation, our bad behavior is gone. We are progressive 100%, period. We are God-centered 100%, period.
Yeah, these are irreversible changes as far as like the idea of combating that idea would be, well, times change, you know, the environment you're in is going to be completely different than what your children are in, and X, Y, and Z. But if you truly are a God-fearing individual and you start from the beginning, because we didn't necessarily start from the beginning, but this is my beginning as far as like, I'm at a stage in my life where I'm 18, well not 18, I'm 19, but essentially I'm just now coming up with these ideas. I'm just now feeling these feelings. But it's so early on in my life that this is my beginning. This isn't like, it truly is like a rebirth sequence for me, I feel like.
But it's not a complete remix like me.
Exactly.
I've lived like 4 decades exactly on some bullshit.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I really do feel like I'm 0, I'm 1. Like how you say you're aging backwards. Mm-hmm. And I literally just went back to the beginning. To the point where if I stay 10 toes down on this journey, nothing but consistency comes from it. There's no, oh, I think I'm going to try this today and fall back. No. It's like I've been on this journey since 18. And if I want to have the intentional life, I got to be intentional with my children. My children need to be intentional. Like that's going to be their stake in the ground.
And my only additive to that is get into your Bible. Because what you will see, the begats, which is so-and-so gave birth to so-and-so, gave birth to so-and-so, and they became king, and they became king. King Solomon was, you know, ace boom coon with God, but then he married this woman who was not of God and allowed her practices to influence his God relationship.
Who had the 12 sons?
I don't know. Abraham? No. Jacob? Joseph? I don't know.
Okay.
Ask Google.
No, I had like a conversation with somebody and they said like, I won't get into it, but basically there was a mention of 12 sons. Like the 12
disciples? Jesus' disciples?
Maybe, I don't know. Most likely not.
After these messages, we'll be right back.